straighten my tie, or I mean my necklace. Sarah Ackerman, thank you for these beautiful handmade necklaces. So just as the title says, but I'll add to the title, this is for you to continue watching if you enjoy learning something new, something outside of the box of what you already know, so that you can become more than the wonderful person that you already are. So February 2010, that was the month that I declared I'm free. I don't need a job anymore or some company to take care of me. So now it's February of 2018. I can do simple math. That's 8 years. Pretty cool. It took 2.5 years. It wasn't overnight. It took 2.5 years. So that's why I'm saying somebody that really intrinsically loves learning new things and stuff that's beyond the skill, the box of stuff that you already know, to become even more wonderful than you already are. Watch the rest of this video, and at the end of the video, if you still like what you hear, then just connect with me privately. I'll show you what I've got, specifically what it is, and from there you can decide if it would be a good fit for you and you want to do this with us. But I think you might, because hey, I'm rock solid. I'm as dependable as they come. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I've never been off the wagon, ever. And a lot of people abandon people. Abandonment is a big issue, and nobody wants to be abandoned. And I'm over 10 years I've been consistently on the wagon. So that's as rock solid and dependable as it gets, just so you know that. All right, so about what it is, without telling you what it is, because I'm not going to tell you what it is here. You got to private message me for that. It's health and fitness. It's in the health and fitness world. So I learned how to get healthy, independently healthy. And I also learned about money and how to make better money than I could at a job. And what I mean by better is not necessarily more, though it could be more, but the kind of money that comes in even if you don't show up. And that took an upfront investment of my time. I showed up consistently in my spare time because I had no time. I'm talking I had 10, 20 minutes a day. And I tell you that because a lot of people say they'd love to, but they don't have time. I have a 5-minute potty break trainer, something you can do on the potty at your job, on your phone. I developed to just crush that problem, so it's not a problem anymore. So even in 5-minute increments, someone can do it. It took me personally about 20 minutes a day, broken up into 5, 10-minute blocks usually, about 2.5 years. And at that point, after that upfront investment of my time and effort and learning new things, that's for me when I was able to call off the job search and declare my personal freedom and independence from some company to take care of me. Me personally, I don't believe a person is independent if they depend on a paycheck from a job. If somebody depends on some company to take care of them, or they can't keep the lights on at home, that's not independence, that's a dependency. And about 49 out of 50 people live it. And if you enjoy that, that's cool. I'm not saying that to braid anybody. Just telling you what my perception of that scenario of depending on a company to take care of you. That person isn't free or independent. So being able to take care of yourself, that's independent. And that's what I like to do with people, is train them up to be independent like I've done. So here's the deal. In that 2.5 years, I stumbled a lot. And so what I feel like I've done is I found a lot of things not to do that's just a waste of time and energy. Ain't nobody got time to waste time. Nobody's got time to waste time. So, but I also discovered some things that worked out really well. And then when I discovered those things that worked out well, I scaled up on that stuff. And every training I've ever written for my team is based on those things that work and canceling out things that don't work. So I feel like I've blazed a trail. I know that's the common analogy used, but it's true. If there's a trail that you can see, it becomes a lot easier. Still got to show up. But if you can avoid the pitfalls, it shaves off a lot of time and effort and energy. So I feel like that's the real value I can offer people that want to do this with me. And then there's this community, mostly on Facebook now, because Facebook is this beast, right? This engine. But there's these closed groups and all these trainings that are free. All my trainings are free. I don't charge for any of my trainings, just so you know. People within my team, I don't charge. It's all free. I got a 5-minute potty break trainer. I've got stuff that if you like doing videos, or if you like typing, or if you like Facebook, or if you like this or that, or whatever your learning style is, if you learn best by video or by reading or by showing. I think a lot of people learn best by demonstration and seeing, and a combination of that stuff. I got everybody covered. Over the course of 10 years of doing this, it's a lot of time to make sure I got everybody's learning style and everybody's interests covered, and I think I do. So If I don't, then I challenge anybody to show me something that I don't have covered. And then if I make that discovery, it's like, oh, cool, an opportunity for me to make a whole new training for maybe a whole new niche of people that have a specific set of learning that I haven't covered yet. But so far I haven't seen that. But I'd love to. If somebody has any ideas, I'd love to see it. The more trainings I put out there, the better, because there's something that's going to resonate with everybody, and people are different from one to the next. So I like to make sure I got everybody covered. But as far as I can tell, I got everybody covered so far. So I'm going to keep this super duper short. In fact, I think I'm going to end this real soon here. I'm not going to tell you specifically what it is in this live feed. If you want to know what it is, feel free to private message me. But as a concept, it's all about health and fitness and natural health. That's a big deal. It's not some chemical thing that's parading around as health. No, it's natural. It's holistic. Medicinal. Pick whatever word that you want. It's natural. That's what I'm on. GMO free. No genetically modified organisms. Organic whenever possible. And yeah, I guess that's conceptually what it is. So if you dig that, what you hear so far, just private message me. I'll show you what I got. And if you like it, we'll do it. I'll bring you into the team, the community, and if you want to replicate what I've done, but for your own goals, I've figured it out. I've eliminated a lot of things that don't work and scaled up on the things that do work. And so I can show everybody stuff that works. You just have to have a love for learning something new, because that squashes out all excuses. No matter what somebody says, it's just like, okay, well, if you love learning, it's just something else to figure out. And guess what? Odds are extremely favorable. Somebody had that same problem that you have, or that excuse, or that concern, or that hindrance, whatever it is. Somebody else had that problem and figured it out and did a training on how to do it. So no matter what it is, it just becomes this thing of, oh, well, it's just something to figure out. I lack money, I lack time, I lack resources, I've got kids I got to take care of, I have a past, I have whatever. Cool, it's just something to figure out. That's why at the very beginning of this live feed, I said, you just have to have an intrinsic love for learning beyond what you already know, that box of everything that makes you as wonderful as you are, so that you can become even more wonderful than you already are. It's just an intrinsic joy for learning, and whatever it is, you fill in the blank with why you would love to do this, but you feel like maybe you can't. Just fill that in and replace it with, wow, just something to figure out. And like Tom said, someone's been there, done that, had that problem, that concern, that hindrance, that objection, that excuse, and they figured it out, and there's a training out there on exactly how to do and go through what I'm going through. So just have that mindset, and I'd love to hear from you. My website, by the way, is tombirkenmeyer.com. But you can check it out, but private message me. Don't go through my website. Just like you can look at stuff I've got out there, but private message me to see what I've got, and I'll show you what I've got. And that's it. Oh, you dig the laundry hamper back there? Yeah, this shit's real, man. I guess today's laundry day. Yeah, this stuff is real. Dirty laundry. I'll hear from you soon. Bye for now. And happy 8-year anniversary to me. Mwah.